In a world ruled by power, where monsters roam and only the strong survive, one boy, broken by fate, dares to challenge destiny itself. In the dim corridors of the underground black market, amidst flickering lights and shadows, Yaelin stood still, facing the grim-faced broker. "Boss, I want to sell a kidney, and also a cornea," he said, voice steady despite the fear clawing at him. The broker's brows furrowed. "Kid, are you serious?" He snorted, flipping through a blood-stained ledger. "You've already sold a kidney, spleen, gallbladder, a pair of testicles, a third of your liver, parts of your intestines. If you sell another kidney, you won't last 2 days." Yaelin didn't blink. "To save my seriously ill sister, anything is worth it." Later, he clutched the envelope tight, the weight of 30,000 yuan sinking into his palms. "With this, plus what I saved before, it should be enough," he whispered. "Enough to pay for the forbidden Job transfer ritual." Navigating through the twisting alleys, he checked over his shoulder. Good thing no one followed me. But inside, a dark truth gnawed at him. Yaelin's lips curled into a bitter smile. "A sick sister? A dying mom?" he scoffed. "Just lies I made up." In truth, he was a transmigrator, an orphan raised by no one, with no family, no ties. The world he landed in was cruel, a land overflowing with spiritual energy, riddled with monstrous beasts and countless dungeon realms. As a powerless orphan, survival was a daily miracle. Until he discovered his gift. His body, blessed, or cursed, with immense regeneration. No wound permanent, no loss irreversible. Even missing organs, shredded flesh, all would heal within minutes. A miracle he turned into survival. He sold his own body piece by piece. Kidney, liver, spleen, everything had a price. Every agonizing transaction, every drop of blood was for one goal. To gather enough money, 100,000 won, to stand a chance. To pay for the ritual that would finally allow him to awaken. Because only by awakening could he survive and protect the few people he might one day care about. And today was the day. At the grand ritual grounds, buzzing with tension, Yaelin arrived. Whispers followed him like gnats. "Isn't Yaelin the poor kid? How did he afford the ritual fee?" Ms. Wang, the ceremony guide, frowned. "Yaelin, you—" "I had no choice but to take a class transfer loan," he admitted, voice low. A hush fell. A class transfer loan meant lifetime debt if he failed. It meant slavery. If he ends up with a useless class, he's screwed. They muttered behind their hands, but Yaelin didn't back down. "Since it's come to this, I'll give it everything." As he entered, others prepared too. Gao Dayu from Class 5 among them, a fellow poor student sweating bullets. "Even paying the fee felt like my heart was bleeding," Gao whispered. He placed his hand on the awakening stone, heart in his mouth. "Please, not a useless class." The ritual crackled to life. A voice boomed, "A-rank poultry breeder." Despair sank into Gao's face. The principal watched, arms crossed, voice stern. "Don't get discouraged. There are only useless people, not useless classes." The crowd stirred as Zhuge Nini, the star of Qing City Academy, stepped forward. Cheering erupted. "It's Zhuge Nini. Ah, my goddess Nini!" Nini smiled shyly under the spotlight. The principal nodded warmly. "Good luck, Nini." As the ritual circle pulsed, a brilliant flame engulfed her. Gasps filled the air. An SS rank. Fire Mage. Now Qing City Academy can finally hold its head high. A fire mage at SSS rank, rivaling an entire army. Boys wept openly, realizing they could no longer dream of even standing next to her. The principal stepped forward, beaming. "Your training plan will be very special." "Yes, principal." Nini bowed, her eyes sparkling. Meanwhile, Yaelin watched silently, fists clenched. "I'm not going to be your side character." He stepped into the circle. The light wrapped him, searing his soul. Change. I've waited for this moment. To defy fate. It all comes down to this. Another wave of blinding light erupted, another anomaly. The crowd gasped. Could he be SSS too? The principal's voice shook. "Yilin, combat class, SSS level forbidden curse master. Silence, then murmurs. Forbidden curse? Isn't that the one that eats away at your life force? Pity and disgust mixed in the air. He's done for. Poor kid. He shouldn't have tried to change his class. Laughter erupted. Cruel, merciless, short-lived freak. Fell straight from heaven to hell. Mockery burned into his skin. Think you can change your life? Dream on! But amidst the sneers, the principal's voice cut through. Yi Lin, don't be negative. Better to burn brightly than to live meaninglessly. Tears stung Yi Lin's eyes. Thank you, Principal. I want to burn bright. For the school. Good kid. The principal clapped him on the back. Come, I'll prepare a special training plan for you and Ninny. Yaelin bowed low. Yes, Principal. As he walked away, a sly smirk ghosted across his lips. Curse Master die young? He muttered. What's that got to do with me? And my immortality? He laughed quietly, the storm brewing in his chest. Dragging heavy feet across the academy courtyard, Yaelin muttered to himself, Well, I'm really tired today. Let's go home and get a good night's sleep. But peace was a luxury he could never afford. In the quiet moments after the ritual, whispers followed him like ghosts. The more a curse master fights, the quicker they die, someone sighed. Ji-Ling Yu approached, an exaggerated frown on his face. I mean no harm, he said mockingly. Just don't want you to die too quickly, since we're classmates. Hidden in his words was a sly offer. So, you want to team up? Yaelin asked coldly. Thanks for the concern, but I'll pass, he cut through without hesitation. Ji-Ling Yu's mask dropped instantly. Chich, you're really a stubborn idiot heading for death. He scoffed and turned away. Another group approached. Yo, who is this? Oh, it's our SSS-ranked classmate, Yaelin. They sneered openly, gathering around. Everyone knows Zhugexiao works for young Master Ji. Yaelin, Zhugexiao called out smugly, just because you switched to a curse master, you think you've risen up? Yaelin's gaze sharpened. He brushed past them without a word. Women really are troublesome, he thought, realizing how just 2 casual lines from Zhugexiao had escalated things. Out of my way, I'm going home, Yaelin said flatly. But their mockery only grew sharper. Go home? To your 40-square-meter shack? Now that you're SSS ranked, how about you call me Daddy? I'll get you a security job at G-Corp. Laughter erupted, poisonous and loud. Kneel to young Master G already. Yaelin stopped, eyes cold, breath even. You guys are the ones forcing me to act. Power crackled faintly around him. Huh? Is this guy trying to get himself killed? Yaelin, have you gone crazy? As panic set in among the bullies, Yaelin, unfazed, prepared to cast a forbidden curse. Pain lanced through his gut. Ouch! My duodenum! Yet even as his organs screamed, Yaelin stood tall. Fools, he thought, getting provoked by a few insults and throwing away your life. Even if such people weren't curse users, they wouldn't go far. Zhugexiao watched from afar, lips curling in disdain. Yaelin, you're not even worthy of standing beside me. His mind whirled. Sacrificing a piece of duodenum summons a regular lightning bolt. Sacrificing a bladder brings yin thunder. Sacrificing a heart summons destruction, purple lightning. A dark thought flickered. If I summon chaos god thunder, I'd die instantly. But before he could lose himself further, side effects of his rapid body recovery slammed into him. Ugh, not good. My head is spinning. Meanwhile, across the city, Ji-Ling Yu knelt before his father, Ji Lao. Dad, you have to avenge me. Send someone to kill that guy. Ji Lao's gaze was cold, calculating. Ling Yu, have you forgotten how I taught you? Killing an SSS rank curse user is risky and brings no benefit. He leaned closer. Someone who uses forbidden spells recklessly over a few insults is emotionally unstable. Remember, Ling Yu, he's poor, and what our G family has most is money. Use your greatest advantage to strike at the enemy's greatest weakness. Ji-Ling Yu's face twisted into a malicious grin. Morning sunlight cracked open over Qingcheng Academy. Yawning, Yaelin walked toward the entrance test field, still feeling drained from yesterday's chaos. From the side, whispers floated again. So that's Yaelin. Switched to curse user. Even taught Jilingyu a lesson. A sudden voice called out. It was Gao Dayu. Morning, haven't had breakfast yet, right? He held out a small bag shyly. Yaelin eyed him suspiciously. What? Trying to poison me? Gao Dayu chuckled awkwardly. How could I dare? This is to thank you. I'm grateful, he exclaimed. You struck me like lightning and woke me up. It's your appearance that made me realize. I've been wasting my life. Yaelin smirked. It's not like lightning. There really was lightning. Just say what you want. Gao Dayu's eyes lit up. I want to call you Big Bro. Yaelin blinked in disbelief. Call me Big Bro? Did I hit you too hard? Gao Dayu bowed. I'm serious. After the beating, I reflected deeply. I need a role model. He pulled out his phone excitedly. What's your account number? I'll pay tuition. Yaelin smiled lazily. Transfer 2 million to this account first. Tuition for the first term. Gao Dayu's jaw dropped. 2 million? Yaelin shrugged. Not expensive. Not expensive at all. Just then a loudspeaker crackled. The novice secret realm is now open. The test was beginning. Across the field, students stared wide-eyed. Those two in front, aren't they the Qingcheng High students who got SSS class professions? They look extraordinary. Grumbling from the other academies echoed, Ch! Getting 2 SSS classes at once. Infuriating. Kids these days don't know how to keep a low profile. The tension built. All examinees, enter the field. At the threshold, another candidate approached Yaelin. Yaelin, it's not too late to team up. Yaelin didn't even break stride. No need, thanks. Arrogant, the candidate spat. Fine, since you're so eager to die, I won't stop you. As the teleportation light engulfed him, Yaelin opened his eyes. He stood alone. Random teleport, huh? A low growl interrupted his thoughts. A leopard cat stalked out of the mist, baring its fangs. Yaelin grinned. Perfect. Let's test my forbidden spell on you. He muttered the incantation. Lightning crashed, and the leopard cat slumped to the ground. Defeated. Level 1. Leopard cat. Awarded 10 XP. Yaelin winced. Ouch, that huge spell. Only 10 XP? Does that even justify the damage to my kidneys? He scowled. If one gives 10 XP, I'd have to kill 100 to reach level 2. Way too slow. Determination hardened his eyes. I need to figure something out. The monsters roared as they charged. Yaelin grinned coldly. This wave should give me a good amount of experience, right? Time to test my newly learned forbidden curse on you. He raised his hand, and the sky split apart. Strength, agility, spirit, every attribute doubled instantly. The burning reincarnation forbidden curse activated, flooding his body with terrifying power. With this activated, even a level 10 monster wouldn't survive my full-powered world-ending thunderstrike. The battlefield cracked under his overwhelming strength, but power had a price. Within 5 minutes, wrinkles lined his skin, his body aging at a visible rate. You age like this in just 5 minutes? If I don't want to expose my secret, I must stop using burning reincarnation after about 1 minute at most. One after another, monsters fell before him. Killed level 3. Grey Wolf. Reward. 30 XP, killed level 5. Two-headed Snake. Reward. 50 XP, killed level 6. Armored Scorpion. Reward. 60 XP, killed level 8 Centaur. Reward. 60 XP, killed level 2. Killer Bee. Reward. 20 XP. Ding! Congratulations, you've leveled up. Yaelin roared with laughter. Straight to level 3. Ha ha ha! Ding! Congratulations! You've learned a new forbidden curse. Hellfire scorches the sky. He unleashed it, and an ocean of monsters was incinerated into ash in mere seconds. Elsewhere, Zhuganini felt the shockwaves ripple through the forest. Can't believe it. So many monsters, all incinerated to ash. She narrowed her eyes. There shouldn't be another fire element user in Ching Cheng besides me. Yet this fire element fluctuation is just as strong as mine. A spark of determination lit her heart. Ching Cheng must be hiding some dragons. I, Juganini, will find out who you are. Meanwhile, Yelin sat casually by his campfire. Chewing meat, he grinned. This three-eyed demon pig meat is insanely delicious. Used up too much energy earlier. Gotta replenish. Another bite disappeared. This is just too tasty. Dusting off his hands, he stood. Time to head to a farther area and grind stronger monsters. A voice called out, interrupting him. Yelin? Is that you? He froze. Ugh. Someone's there? It was Juganini approaching fast. Damn. What a hassle. Absolutely can't let her find out my secret. Thinking fast, Yelin forced a casual smile. Just casually roasting something to eat. Juganini scowled. Told you before, forbidden spellcaster class isn't suited for solo grinding. Yelin, clearly annoyed, cut her off. It's too late for regrets now. Following me won't help. I don't have time to team up. Stop tagging along. Huffing, Yelin muttered under his breath. Is this woman missing a few brain cells? Juganini blinked, stunned by his attitude, but Yelin moved on quickly. Oh, right, let me ask you something, she insisted, stubborn as ever. Have you seen anyone pass through here? Someone extremely powerful with fire element manipulation, maybe even mastered hellfire. Yelin's heart skipped, but he kept his face calm. Hellfire. Oh yeah, I saw him. A very handsome guy. He went that way. He pointed casually, sending her in the wrong direction. I can't let this dumb woman cling to me anymore. Better avoid using Hellfire spell from now on. Frustrated, Juganini stomped away. That Yelin. It's all his fault. Her rage fueled her steps until she stumbled upon something far worse. Towering before her stood a level 8 dragon-blood behemoth. Shock froze her in place. That coward must have run far away by now. She bit her lip, gathering her courage. The behemoth charged. I'll fight you to the end, Juganini roared, magic swirling around her. The battle was brutal. Despite her fiery will, her power fell short. Each blow from the behemoth sent her staggering back. I was too arrogant, she realized grimly. In this beginner's secret realm, a level 8 dragon-blood behemoth is unbeatable. To die like this, it's too humiliating. Just as her knees buckled, a flash of divine lightning tore through the battlefield. The dragon-blood behemoth shrieked, then collapsed in an instant. Coughing through the dust, Juganini looked up and saw a figure walking toward her. It was you who saved me? The young man smiled faintly. Taking a deep breath, Juganini bowed seriously. Classmate, thank you for saving my life. May I ask your name? The boy, calm, slightly distant, answered without hesitation. Call me Ling Ye. Ling from dawn. Ye from night. Juganini's eyes shone with emotion. She stepped closer, a little overwhelmed. Ling Ye, which school are you from? You saved me. I really need to thank you properly. Yelin, under the name Ling Ye, watched her, feeling nothing but slight irritation. This dumb woman? I don't need her thanks. Keeping his tone polite but firm, Yelin replied, No need to thank me. It was just a small effort. Juganini, persistent and stubborn, called after him again, Ling Ye, please wait. But Yelin had already turned his back to her, his voice cutting sharper now. Don't follow me. There are even stronger monsters ahead. It's not a place someone of your strength should be stepping into. His gaze dropped coldly for a second, then added dryly, Also, you should put your clothes back on properly first. Stung and embarrassed, Juganini yelled after him, Ling Ye! You wait. I will definitely catch up to you. As Yelin disappeared into the deeper forest, he smirked faintly to himself. That should keep her from sticking to me, right? That stupid girl. His mood shifted as he moved quickly through the trees. Wasted too much time already. Need to level up fast. His system interface popped up. showing a new notification flashing. New forbidden curse. Acquired. Undying. Sacrifice 2.5 years of lifespan to negate one fatal injury. Yelin stared at the screen, stunned for a second. What the fuck? He muttered. This forbidden spellcaster class really is short-lived. Everything costs my lifespan. But after a beat, a wide, wild grin split across his face. For me, though, this skill is practically divine. He clenched his fists, his excitement bubbling over. With this curse, even if someone stabs me through the heart, I'll survive. Even those forbidden spells that need me to sacrifice my heart or brain, I can use them once. His voice was trembling now, half with madness, half with anticipation. This is just too fucking good. Energy burst around him. Now, I can grind levels recklessly. No restraint. His laughter echoed through the dark woods. Nobody can stop my leveling pace anymore. Ha 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 ha. Day 3. Secret Realm Entrance Grounds. Qingcheng Academy. Morning mist curled around a gathering of important academy principals. Their conversation was casual, but the tension underneath was real. Principal Su of Yukai Academy greeted the others warmly. Ah, my old friends. So early today. Principal Wang smirked. What's there to show off? 2 SSS-class job holders. So what? Another principal nodded, adding, Exactly. Sometimes level progression is even more important than class rank. The group chuckled knowingly. Principal Wang leaned in slightly. The highest record for Qingcheng's secret realm test is still level 11, unbeaten so far. He added, Principal Su. I remember that student was from Yukai Academy, right? One of the others asked curiously, Will the record be broken this year? Su answered confidently, We'll see. I believe my student definitely can. Suddenly a calm and magnetic voice cut through their chatter. May I join in the fun? They turned instantly to find Mr. Zhuge Qianxing, Qingcheng's famed astrologer, walking up with a soft smile. Principal Wang chuckled. Ah, Mr. Zhuge. Long time no see. Mr. Zhuge nodded respectfully. You are too kind. I just came to see my Nini. Mr. Zhuge grinned. Nini hasn't caused you any trouble lately, has she? Principal Su's eyes softened fondly. Nini is the pride of Qingcheng Academy. She's doing very well. The group nodded approvingly. Suddenly, a voice shouted from near the portal. Hey, look! Someone's coming out! Heads turned sharply. Mr. Zhuge muttered, concerned, Time's not up yet. Are they injured? The gathered leaders squinted into the swirling light, waiting to see who it was. The portal at the secret realm entrance pulsed. Everyone's eyes sharpened. From the mist emerged a figure. It was Zhuge Nini. A wave of murmurs broke out. She's coming out early. Is she injured? Zhuge Qianxing stepped forward immediately. Nini, why are you out already? Time isn't up yet. Nini smiled confidently at her father. She bowed respectfully. Greetings, Principal. Principal Wang smiled warmly. Nini, what level are you now? Zhuge Nini straightened, her voice steady. Level 12. A sharp gasp rippled through the crowd. Level 12! She broke the record just like that? Principal Wang laughed proudly. Good, Zhuge Nini, worthy of being a fire mage. Broke the record in one go, ha 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 ha. Mr. Zhuge Qianxing's voice softened, yet still carried a hint of scolding. Nini, you're too willful. If you had waited until the time ended, maybe you could have even reached level 13. Nini pouted a little. It was just too boring. After reaching level 10, it took forever to even find monsters. The XP rewards were pitiful. She muttered under her breath, I came out first specifically to find you. Ling Ye, you won't escape from me again. Meanwhile, deep inside the forest, Yelin sneezed suddenly. He wiped his nose and muttered, Huh? It's not even cold here. Why did I suddenly sneeze? Is someone cursing me? Elsewhere, the monsters in the level 10 zone had completely vanished. Yelin looked around the barren battlefield, frowning. Even the level 10 area monsters are gone? Could it be? I grinded too hard? He cracked his knuckles. Looks like I need to expand my search range. Time to test my newest forbidden curse. His system interface flashed. Forbidden curse, instantaneous dance, sacrifice an organ. Based on its importance, gain corresponding agility. Maximum agility bonus, 10x. Duration, 1 hour. Yilin's lips curled up in excitement. Even a level 50 assassin couldn't possibly have this kind of terrifying speed. Haha, this feels fucking awesome. Moving faster than sound, Yilin streaked through the forest. But suddenly, a chilling presence stopped him in his tracks. From the shadows, a monstrous figure emerged, a 3-headed storm mantis. Yilin's heart raced. What the hell? A 3-headed storm mantis? The mantis charged, blades flashing like thunderbolts. Yilin laughed crazily. Bring it on! Time to push my new spells to the limit. Forbidden spells exploded around him. Lightning, flames, death auras, all merging into chaos. The ground shook violently. After an intense battle, the world fell silent once more. After some time at the entrance, students are coming out of the portal. Finally out! Almost lost my life in there. Zhuge was there. She looked around, scanning for a familiar figure. Strange. Why hasn't Ling Ye appeared yet? An announcement echoed. There are 5 minutes left in the test. All candidates who have completed return to your school's designated area. Teachers and principals waited anxiously. One principal smiled proudly. Looks like the highest record this year belongs to Zhuge. Qingcheng Academy really got lucky, getting 2 SSS-ranked students at once. Another teacher frowned. Huh? Isn't Qingcheng's other SSS-ranked student out yet? Countdown screens flickered. Final 3 minutes, teacher announced. Did we miss Ling Ye? Impossible. I've been right here at the entrance, Zhuge thinks to herself. Suddenly, a lone figure appeared at the portal's edge. She added, That figure. It must be him. As the figure came closer, faces shifted into confusion. Yilin, why is it you? Yilin waved lazily, his face calm, replied, Time was up, so I came out. Is there a problem? Zhuge turns around, sneered in disgust. Why is it you, you coward? Don't talk to me. Stay away. Yilin shot him a cold glare. Thinks to himself, what's wrong with that girl? Psycho. Principal Su rushed to Yilin's side excitedly. Yilin greets the principal. Principal Su asked, Yilin, you're finally out. What level are you? Yilin smiled casually. Level 16. A stunned silence fell. Someone choked out, What? Level 16? Another voice echoed, Did I hear that right? Level 16? Shock rolled across the gathering. Impossible, right? Level 16? The previous record was only level 11 inches. The newbie secret realm test. How could someone reach level 16? And that's a wrap for today's chapter. Yilin's out there risking organs again. If you want to see what he sacrifices next, hit subscribe and join the madness.